Hello everyone, so here is a supplies overview of the Nano project that I'll be starting. Just a little backstory, as I had mentioned in the TDS meter review, I have been in the reef tank community, or had a reef tank, um, about a decade ago. It just was at a time where I ran out of time and couldn't dedicate as much as I wanted to. Time has passed, and I thought it'd be neat to start up a reef once again, and now that I have time to dedicate to it. And I was very excited to see the Fluval C uh, all-in-one kits that they have for marine aquariums. They have a Fluval Evo 5 as well as a Fluval Evo 13.5 gallon, 13.5 being 12-gallon display and 1.5 gallon for the sump area. So I decided to go with the Fluval 13.5. I think it's in the smaller scheme of things, it gives you a little bit more room and space than starting with something small like the 5 gallon. And so I'll be going through an overview of all the products that I've patiently have been buying and accumulating to start the project officially, ensuring that I have a good start. And hopefully, by sharing with others, if you have any questions, please feel free to comment, and I'll be more than willing to share how I purchase some of these items and any other questions you may have relating this nano project. So pretty much when you start looking here, I've already purchased the kit itself. I went ahead and purchased a 20-pound bag of the live sand, which I plan to use, Carib Sea, Aragalive. I'll be using the Fluval Sea Pro Formula Marine Salt. I've heard good things about it, so I'm trying to put it to the test and see if it raves in what the levels of different trace elements and water chemistry that they can provide, and the easily dissolvable component that they bring. So interested to see how it pans out and how it works out for me, and hopefully from that experience share with others. So I also went ahead and picked up some other items. A scooper, about $287 on Amazon. It was an add-on item, great to have for mixing that salt. I'll be using the half cup measure to do so. Great buy. I also went ahead and purchased some heaters. So I'm going to be using the Fluval M50 that's recommended for this kit. I've actually purchased two, one for the tank and another one to use during water changes to ensure that I bring up the water temperature to the same temperature as in the tank once I get it going. So there you see number one and number two of the Fluval M50. I went ahead and also purchased some kits. I think it's essential for to be able to monitor and see where you're at. I bought two API Marine Saltwater Master Test Kits and also a Reef Master Test Kit. I'll be starting with the Saltwater Master Test Kit first to test nitrites, nitrates, ammonia, pH. And then the Reef Master Test Kit is because I entertained to place some corals in the tank, so it'll be a great buy. I picked both of them around $24.95 each online, and definitely want to support my local fish store, but the price that they had in store was about $35, so wanting to run this on a decent budget, I picked the Saltwater Master Test Kit off of eBay for $24.95, and then the Reef Master Test Kit off of Chewy.com, a pet supplier, for the same price with a couple other items. Other things that I've also purchased or gadgets besides these wonderful test kits that I'll be using. I also purchased a Fluval digital submersible thermometer that I'll be using to measure that temperature, and this way make sure I keep it at 78 degrees Fahrenheit. I also purchased a Fluval C hydrometer. Let's see how it pans out, although I also invested in a refractometer, but it's always good to be able to compare the two to see what your readings are like and make sure you get at the right salinity level that you desire. So the refractometer, great buy on Amazon with Prime. I think it was about $20. Definitely worth it. I was deciding what algae scraper or magnet cleaner I would be using, and I heard a lot of good reviews about Nano Mag for nano tanks by Two Little Fishies, and I'll be putting that to the test. So look forward to that. At the same, I've heard nothing but great things on Purigen Ultimate Filtration, so would like to include it in the same chamber where I'll be placing the protein skimmer. I actually upgraded or performed the upgrade, and look forward to using the Purigen and see what it can do. Also on Chewy.com, I was able to pick up some great Fluval Sea products, much more better pricing than on Amazon. So I got some trace elements, which is essential once you get to the coral keeping stage. I decided to simplify a little bit and just take the 3 ions, which has a combination of calcium, magnesium, strontium, instead of buying each independently. And then at the same time, making sure I got the alkalinity product to make sure all the water chemistry is kept in check. To cycle the tank, I went ahead and I've heard nothing but good things on the Fluval Concentrated Biological Booster, Fluval Cycle, so I'll be using that during the cycling period. I look forward. And the Fluval Cycle I purchased on Amazon Prime, and the other elements once again on Chewy.com for a good price. At the same time, you'll notice I purchased Fluval C's CP1 circulation pumps, one that I plan to use inside of the tank, and another that I'll be using for water changes and mixing up salt. They were great buys. I bought one, I think, good price on eBay, and another one through Amazon Prime. And then as far as the PS2 protein skimmer, it was definitely a good investment to have on this kit. I went ahead and purchased it through the local fish store when I bought the kit, as I couldn't see a lot of availability online, and it was at a decent price, I thought, compared to what I had heard others paying for it. I also definitely need to invest in a power supply or surge protector for your tank. I hope to invest in a battery backup for some, for the water pump and the thermometer at a later time, once I'm getting to introduce livestock into my tank. And then it's important to have some type of siphon vacuum. I was looking at the Fluval Edge siphon, but the reality is the Aqueon had a very good price, around $11 through Chewy.com when I placed the order. So I needed some items to get free shipping, and I couldn't pass the offer. So I look forward to seeing how it helps out in the water changes. And I got the priming pump, or what they call the prime bulb, which allows you not to have to. I remember when I used to do water changes and siphoning and getting water in your mouth, it wasn't that pleasant. So hopefully I won't have to do that with that siphon. And then I also, in order to get up there, just not for now, but a fish net by Hagen or Marina, same people that do Fluval or are Fluval. So I'll be using that later on. I also invested on some other cool kits and gadgets I was able to get. I invested in a pH hydro tester it not only measures pH but also the temperature, which I think is great during water changes. I've been looking at it on Amazon Prime for $50 and was able to purchase it from someone brand new on eBay for $20. I had some eBay bucks and I got it for $12. I mean, it was a steal. I couldn't pass it up, and it came also with some storage solution to make sure that it reads the correct pH at all times. So it's a pH meter from H&M or HM Digital, same makers as the TDS meter that I already have purchased as well. So look forward to working with it and testing it out and see how useful it is. When I want to measure pH pretty quickly without having to bring out the API saltwater test kit. So I'll see how it works out and hopefully give any comments or feedback once I use it. And pretty much, I'm very excited to start this nano project. Look forward to having much success. Of course, when you start with a nano project, water chemistry is key. So I'm going to be, tracking and logging my water chemistry or my parameters, and also ensuring that I do a weekly water change, if not bi-weekly, at the right levels, and hopefully ensure that this way I have a lot of success. But I look forward. I've gotten a lot of inspiration from other reefers on YouTube that have had a lot of success with nano tanks, And I think it's a great way, you know, when you want to introduce yourself back into it, if you've had experience, um, you know, to try it out, especially when you want to get the family to kind of try it out. So look forward to doing it and keeping you guys up to speed. So please comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching.